From shackles to freedom and beyond. Not to put too fine a point on it, but any memory, conscious or not, which limits our potential, seriously a problem, which we can choose to ignore or acknowledge and address. Either way, we will get a result. The question is, what result do you want? The answer to this question will guide you in deciding your approach. Taking the approach of ignorance and denial will logically lead to the role of victim, where everything that happens in your life happens to you, caused by someone or something outside of your control. The second way, the way of understanding and owning, will result in empowerment, where you create your experiences and benefit from the lessons learned. Either approach logically yields a result. Let's take a look at that first option, victim. As no one on this planet has all the answers to life, the universe and everything, it stands to reason that our parents and other significant caregivers in our early lives did not have the definitive guide to perfect, pain-free parenting. Hell, if they did, imagine the fortune they could have amassed by selling that book. In the journey forward, sometimes we must go back into our earliest memories, sorting, sifting, and seeing these experiences with new eyes, wiser, more compassionate eyes. This is not always easy, and is sometimes so painful, we can fear for our sanity in revisiting painful places where the scars run so deep that you've identified them as who you are. How could they have done this to me, said this, and not seen the hurt they inflicted upon me, you ask? The truth of it is, everybody has their own perception, and all our actions are based on our view of life. So people treat others in the way they feel about themselves. It has nothing to do with us. A person in pain lashes out in pain. An angry person sees many reasons to be angry, whereas a compassionate person sees many opportunities to be compassionate. Life is a mirror to ourselves, and what we put out into the world and how we treat others is a reflection of our own beliefs, our own perspective. As children, we see everything personally. If mum is mad, it's because we are bad. If dad is absent, it's because we are unlovable, wrong, not good enough. A child does not have the emotional experience to recognise that there are other factors driving their parents' wounding behaviour. In fact, the parent may be so unaware that they don't see this themselves. Knowing that no one has all the answers to life, the universe and everything, why would we hold on to blame, insisting that those who have acted less than lovingly toward us should have the answers? If somebody doesn't know something, they simply don't. Why do we expect all knowledge and all perfection from these imperfect human beings who we happen to be born to? So did you check out their credentials as you prepared for entry through the cosmic gateway? Did you wonder, yes, no, maybe? As you saw, you questioned, and you made a decision. So who do you blame? Tricky question, that one, when viewing the chosen family to be born into. Of course, if you don't believe you made this decision, but some other outside force made it for you, then you're off the hook and there's obviously someone else to blame. You are the innocent victim of a crime over which you had no control. Well, congratulations, you've just won the victim's lottery. So what's the prize, you ask? The right to blame everyone else for everything that happens in your life. Awesome, right? Now, conditions do apply to this prize. In order to perform your designated winning victim role, you must find persecutors to injure you, undervalue you, enslave you. For without this, you cannot be a victim, and you forfeit your place in the Victims' Hall of Fame. In fulfilling your role, you must give up any and all rights to personal fulfillment, satisfying relationships, material wealth, success, and happiness. In order to remain a victim, you must be miserable. And the more miserable you are, the better victim you become. Hats off to the prize-winning victim. What have you won, though? the right to be miserable all the days of your life and to blame every other bastard for it. Once again, well done. Of course, when your health crumbles under the weight of all this negative emotion, so begins another wonderful adventure. Doctors, drugs, experts who fail you by not being able to fix you, and the dance goes on. Enough of that then. Sounds like a pity party to avoid. So what if we accept that we're here by choice? How does it feel to contemplate the possibility that you've come here to learn certain things and that painful experiences have been a necessary learning tool which you've agreed to before you arrived here? So working under this premise, why would I choose to give my power over to someone or anything else? Knowing I'm a participant in every action and event in my chosen life would leave me to choose more consciously and pay attention when events occur that are not my ideal. Knowing there is no one else to blame, that we are all doing our best with the awareness we have, will save me a lot of angst, stress and resentment. As I realised this, I could only come to the conclusion that I create my life, me, myself and I. Have I not in fact chosen where, when and to whom? If I truly am a spirit soul having a physical experience, then haven't I been the one making choices all along? Didn't I choose my parents knowing full well their capacity and limitations? If I chose this, mustn't I have had a reason for doing so? Logical thought would conclude that yes, I chose my parents, my upbringing and life lessons. Now I know that I indeed chose this. Who is there to blame? Certainly not my parents, teachers, government or society. I chose to be born into and to influence these elements, just as they've influenced me. Simply put, I chose the people and situations most qualified to teach me in my soul's growth. Whoa, that's a big turn around of perspective there. That's huge. Not a victim perspective, but that of an empowered, ever-evolving spiritual human being. With this knowledge, the life to be led is so excitingly limitless and full of creative wonder and passion. At this point, you're either jumping up and down in pure enthusiastic excitement or shaking your fist and having one very angry reaction to the information I'm presenting. Either way, victim or empowered being, it's all very interesting, wouldn't you say? So good luck and blessings to you, my fellow traveller.